Hello, Self, Cosmos, Ohana, Infinite Wisdom, Soul Dr. Nick here. It is Sunday, 4:20, April 20th. Huh. Didn't even realize that till this very moment. I knew yesterday was Bicycle Day because I heard some stuff, but I forgot about 4:20. Great day for buying vape stuff. Funny that. So, 4:20. It is probably before 6 a.m. Out here for first light, got 2 fire pits going. Wet, a little cold, so sitting down for a change. A little tired. Did some deep work yesterday with a couple couples. And now I've got breath work this morning as well. E equals mc squared, energy equals matter, and I'm just going to noodle a little bit about that. This is magic mirror work. So this is for me, by me, through me, as me. So 2 days ago, I got that great body work. Yesterday, I stepped into a couple's breath, extended breath. Definitely not easy, definitely not challenging, definitely everything in between. Definitely learned a lot while also being a lot, while also serving a lot, while also teaching a lot, while also guiding a lot, while also facilitating a lot, while also receiving a lot. So, having said all that, one of the things energy equals matter is getting to is starting off with the idea of biophotons. Our body is constantly emitting light. It's like we're burning a fire. We know that already. We're creating heat. If we're creating heat, they're creating light. Heat, infrared light, one and the same. We can measure that. We can see it on a scope, one of those infrared cameras, just like you can see deer at night, you can see people at night. You can amplify the gain of the light that's available. People show up differently, they glow differently. We already know these things. Now every cell is releasing biophotons, and what if? And sometimes we're always looking at the material side of things. Oh, we have to look at the neurotransmitters, all this stuff. What if all that is not untrue, but it's not the truth? A bunch of cockamamie. What if our cells are communicating with each other via light all the time, which is why it's so much faster than you can imagine. The reaction times are so much faster for some things than we can imagine. They can talk. We don't quite understand the language of the body and of the cells and how they communicate. And it may not be universal. What if our hearts are vortexes and spinning things up and charging things up again? And it's all these electrical imbalances that actually serve. E equals mc squared, Albert Einstein, reminding ourselves that energy just slowed down into the form of matter. Matter sped up, forms into energy. We burn wood, it turns into fire. We burn oil, it turns into fire. We're just releasing the energy that was already there, the potential energy that was already there. And it can release in a simple way. It releases with a simple combustion process. And it's almost anything dried enough. A wet tree doesn't burn so well. A dry tree, wet and dry. Water, human beings' bodies don't burn so well. Remove the water, we probably burn just like everything else. Carbon-based. Now our little factories inside, our ATP factories are so similar to the chlorophyll factories, or mitochondria and chlorophyll. Not chlorophyll, chloroplasts. We have a similar energy generation. What if much of our energy can actually come from the sun? E equals mc squared. And what I'm saying isn't the truth, but just imagine. Some of these concepts are still relatively new to me, so they're not that I believe them. I'm saying them out loud because there's something there that I see. And that's sometimes the reminder with new concepts that you receive. We're so easy and so quick to point the holes. And do that as well, because skepticism, there's that healthy skepticism. Healthy skepticism I look at as it helps to fill in the gaps. Sometimes people ask me, how do you know that? I was like, I just know. That's not filling in the gaps for someone else. That's the benefit of some knowledge sometimes. And I recognize we're here for different purposes. I'm here to plant the seeds, spread them around. I may not be here to decipher every single concept. One of these is that just the sunlight itself can generate most of our ATP. And it's sunlight though. Sunlight isn't replaced by artificial indoor light. And part of the dysregulation that's happening is so much artificial light. The comforts of home right now, just imagine when you're looking at a computer screen, which isn't actually reality in the way that you'd be looking outside. It's actually lots of tiny little pixels changing colors to simulate reality. And as much as we can fool our brain into being able to interpret images and see them differently, our body knows the difference. And so that's the eye strain, the fatigue, the need for glasses, the changes that happen. And again, these are just planting seeds. I've been listening to a few people who have reversed their eye disease. And just imagine the eye is just a soft ball. Right? It's not hard like a ping pong ball. It's soft like, in the Asian culture, like a mochi ball. Or what else could we use? What other example I don't know right now. But it can shape depending on the tension in the body. If you've got different kinds of tension, then your eyes are going to see differently. They're going to get distorted. Sometimes it can happen suddenly. For some people, the reason why someone actually noticed this, which is like her sight changed suddenly in the eye doctor, all I could say is like, put on glasses. Like, no, yesterday I could see, today I cannot. What has changed so suddenly? If it can change that suddenly to that side, it can change suddenly back. And sometimes that's the reminder. We often like to try to tell people, nope, this is the way it is. All possibilities. And so today, as we're breathing, just notice the energy going through you. Notice the matter that you are. Notice how we've thought of ourselves. The materialistic reductionist science has gotten us so far. We've created so many cool things. And look at where we are with disease, with depression, suicidality, with all these different diagnoses that are coming up. And I'm going to say them, and it may trigger some points because there may be some knowing. I know why this is. It's like, the only thing I can say for certain is I don't know, because I have enough trouble knowing myself. I don't even know how my body functions. And yes, I was trained as a medical doctor. I know some things. It's not what we know that's a problem. It's what we know for certain that just isn't so. We're doing our best to explain things, and most of the things we know are partial truths. There's a reason I sometimes call this the school of unlearning. It's my own unlearning. And it's not throwing away the past. It served. It served to get to right here for me. It doesn't serve to just keep believing the same thing. Suicidality, depression, anxiety, ADD, asthma, regular lung infections. regular sinus infections, allergies to cats, allergies, severe allergies. Give me any one of those things. They're supposed to be there forever. For the most part, we can't explain when they go away, except we'd say someone grows out of it in the medical way out. And it's not that they're truly gone, it's just that I invite a healthy dose of disbelief and exploration of possibilities. In the moments, and I wouldn't change a thing about how I was treated before, in the moments I really needed support, pharmaceutical intervention. Now, it'd be silly to keep doing it when I don't need it. Much easier to titrate the dose, isn't it? Just being with all the medicine, being with life, being with the farts. Mm. Mm. Being around all these currents, all these electrical fields. May not be as benign as we think. And I'm going to place a few contemplations. All the EMF devices we have, all the Wi-Fi devices, they're actually a probable cause of cancer. I'm not going to stop using technology, but just contemplate that. And it's not surprising. Who wants to be the one to stop the drumbeat of technology? And who wants to be the first to admit that these places with highly concentrated EMFs are interfering with our biological, electrical systems? Again, we're energy. Our DC currents are healing properties. I got to grow up in a small place called Prince Edward Island. And at first I was like, why there? And now I can only thank the wisdom of my parents, being further away from these big cities, these big centers, for many of my formative years. How beneficial was that? We call them little beings of light. They light me up. Notice the phraseology. I feel dark. Notice the phrase. There's a darkness inside of me. What if we see with our whole body, but we only focus on the eyes? What if the sunglasses have been blocking things out? What if some of that sunscreen is blocking things out? Oh, all these controversial things. Which ones do I say? I can say what I do. I wake up at first light every morning. I missed a couple days last month. Shining light. I've got this rooftop patio right now. So happy that I shine light in every part of my body. I get down buck naked when I can. Let that body receive the light, energy turning into matter. Can it be that simple? I'm not saying that it is, and I'm definitely not saying that it is for everyone. Can I imagine a world where it was very different? Yeah. We didn't have all the creature comforts. You woke up with the sunrise, you fell asleep shortly after sunset, depending on how much wood you had for fire, and how long you wanted to stay up in the night, being with all things that go bump in the night. Did people actually live less long, in the sense of less healthy? I'm not entirely convinced of that. When they studied Indus tribes, they never had teeth problems, they never had dental problems, they didn't have cancer problems. What if many of these diseases are diseases of modernity? Perhaps people didn't live as long because of other reasons for dying. I mean, when it comes down to it, our average life expectancy has been pushed up mostly not from the extension of life and living longer, but the reduction of infant mortality. Theoretically, and again, I don't know this to be true. I just know what I've read before. Most favorable interpretation. Most generous interpretation. Most generous interpretation. Most generous interpretation. Thank you. Sky is lightening up. There's clouds, so it's different. It's a different kind of change. It's more subtle. I don't see the colors the same way. And I know that they're there. I'm really enjoying sitting around the fire right now. I've always enjoyed sitting around the fire. The aliveness, the deadness. What else about energy? Food. We keep talking about food as if we need the energy from food. It's not that we don't. But oftentimes after we eat, how do we feel? More tired, more depressed, more down. And often it's in relation to food that isn't as alive, more food that's processed. The light's being processed out versus concentrated sunlight, fresh pressed juice, fresh steak, freshly cooked fish, lightly cooked. And all these substitutes. Let's not get into that. Regardless, what if you can get most of your energy from the sun, and you just need some of it supplemented with food? The ratio will change for each of us. And there's some people, the more that I read about it, the more I believe it to be true. I just don't believe that I know if my body can do that, or if it's supposed to. They're called breatharians. They don't actually eat food, but one of the things that they definitely do is they get that sunlight. And I remember when I first heard about this concept, I thought, oh my God, these people are idiots. Skin cancer, all these possibilities. Because it was so ingrained in me. That must be the way the world works. What do we know for certain that just isn't so? I just don't know that for certain anymore. And again, my own example, I can't remember how many years it's been since I've used sunscreen. I used to buy that stuff all the time. Costco, baby. So beautiful. Kinesis. And then only recently, letting go of sunglasses unless I really can't see for driving. Yes, it's not as easy to be looking and checking people out and checking out life. Really honoring those UV receptors inside my eyes and inside my skin. What has our body having those receptors? What has our body producing hormones based off of those receptors if we weren't supposed to? And how many supplements are we taking trying to supplement something that our body used to normally produce? And we think we're supposed to get it from food and optimizing and strategizing, and then realizing, wait, if these people didn't have it in this climate, how do they produce it? Sometimes having the addition of it in your food or the supplement in your food, not a bad idea, but if you're always taking concentrated amounts of it, no time in human history were they able to concentrate all the omega stuff from the salmon, concentrate all the stuff. And then is that the same as taking the thing whole? And so just notice, how much have we gotten into trying to micromanage our body when our body has everything that it needs? Again, individualization. Notice for your own specific case. Listen to your body. That's why I'm not telling you this after having done this for a day or two. It's having done it for a month. Cool. It's working for me. Is it for everyone? No. Have I created the scenarios where I can make it possible? Yes. been a while since I've done a fast, that's for sure. Last night, listening to the messages from the ancestors whispering in the sweetest of voices of love. I love you. Of the frustration that was there. Oh, I'm doing so much work, but I'm still in this place. I'm still in my head. As if there's anywhere to escape to, step into the frustration. Seeing the parts of ourselves that we've been told have internalized and see as ugly. And it's so easy to keep blaming the parents. What have we taken on ourselves? What have I taken on myself? And then prioritizing self-love. It's so easy to distract, and I've noticed I've been doing that too. The magic mirror can be its own distraction as well, but really when I'm scrolling on the phone looking for something to absorb, something to read, something to catch my eye, and I'm getting bored because I'm not finding it, can I recognize, put the fucking phone down. Just notice what's going around and inside in this moment. How many practices I could be engaging in. Breath, yoga, qigong, breath holds, breath flow, music, movies, reading. Of the infinite number of modalities my body could be absorbing right now, what has it that I'm on the phone trying to find something to absorb? And the phone holds a cornucopia. All the audiobooks, downloaded shows, downloaded videos already. Of the articles that are already there. And then I've got the Kindle that people are asking for. I have an unlimited number of things to read there too. And I've got my own journals and journaling and writing and contemplating. There have been so many experiences in the last year. So many yet to come coming up. The closing of cases, with the traveling, with all these new diagnoses of cancer, of ALS. Terrible cancers. Cancers that have spread further and faster than we can imagine. What are all the parts that are underlying this? And often people will go to, because it's so easy to think these days, we just need more treatments. Wait. All these new treatments that keep coming up for all these new cancers that get more and more prevalent. What is underlying all this? And it may be different. It may not be exactly the same for everyone. That's the hard thing too. And then there are these individual cases, and I can speak to them. How controversial do we get today? How much is related to sunlight, naturalness, EMF, food? And it depends on the person. What are you willing to explore, experiment, treat, take care of yourself? Change in, we call it lifestyle. I imagine some of it's just a change in the belief structure too. If you begrudgingly change your lifestyle and then you're surprised it doesn't work, is it any surprise when the placebo effect is so strong? We call it the placebo, but there's also the nocebo effect. If I really don't believe something's going to work, it's probably not going to work. It really takes something overwhelming to override it. And even if it does override it, how much of the magnitude of effect have I dampened? Oh, the controversies. I will speak only to what I have tried, what I am currently doing. That's part of my own exploration. I've done thousands of my own breathwork sessions. I've done over 600 enemas. Actually, I've done over 1,000 enemas, let's be honest. And now I've done a month of this sunlight, first light. It's even more unique for me is I used to be able to sleep at like 3 p.m. I used to call myself a night owl. And it's not that I don't stay up with the family because it's really important for me still. I'm usually up with them. Last night it was probably till about 11:30. And it's important for me to do this. So it's just choices. Choices. Do I have the flexibility to rest a lot through the day? Yes. Do I have a flexible schedule? Yes. Do I live a semi-retired life at times? Yes. I don't try to make anyone else feel bad about how you're living because we all have a different way, a different set of challenges. And when someone says, I'm willing to do anything, often it's that reminder, are you willing even to do a breathwork session? I had that the other day, a couple weeks ago. Someone's like, they were worried they were going to get this diagnosis. Like, you're willing to receive anything? He's like, yes. It's like, I'm willing to receive the gift of a breathwork session. And I caught her, because she would never have dedicated that time to herself. 2 hours to yourself? And now, if you take a look, the value is $500 US. Oh, that felt even worse. I told her the money because then it was like even harder to receive. And she said yes. She stepped through, and it's funny how everything has changed. It's not I caused it, but her boldly making a choice. I'm willing to do anything, and then actually doing it. One of the hardest things, receiving. And so just notice that for yourself. What is it in your life that you're like, I really want this change? I want this transformation. I would do anything. And then opportunity presents. No, except for that. Part of this, though, as we're continuing to be honest, is really being honest with yourself. What actually will serve? And keep noticing. That's awakening the inner sage right now. So glad we can come back. And when people don't, I trust they're getting what they need. And it's that consistency. I've gotten several messages. Oh, can't make it there live. Thank you for letting me know. Sending love to Morocco as she closes at her retreat. Sure, it was beautiful. I have all these dreams of doing these in-person breaths with so many friends, family, loved ones, parents, children. And I say that out loud because I'm planting the seeds for each and every one of you. More and more people are reaching out. Hey, Nick, can you do this? If it's possible, and I'll set some parameters that I'm excited to. And the deepest work, 5-month commitment, there's a reason. Whatever insights you get today, please record them some way. Write them down, speak them out loud. Speak them out in your microphone. Record your own video. Any of those things. Do it right away after the breath. I'm going to end it early a little bit, so it gives you time. Before you run to your next thing, record even one word down. The reason for that is so easy to forget. It's bringing whatever comes in from whatever dimensions you want to call it, whatever experiences, whatever transmutation. Bring it into this dimension, having changes in your everyday life, because it's not just about when you're actually in breath that I want things to change. But I want things to change for myself. I want every day, every moment, as much as possibly living life fully. That doesn't mean going on crazy joyrides and adventures, but it means being so present. And for me, it's when I notice, it's when I shut down, and I can feel it's like a wall that comes up. It's like I'm blocking my own light and I'm blocking your light. It's like stepping away from the fire, stepping away from the light, stepping away from the warmth, and wondering why I feel so alone and cold. Other analogies could be trusting myself to be able to step from one fire, being able to see the other fires, warming myself enough to go to the next fire, to the next fire, to the next fire, and cultivating that fire within so I don't have to stand around any external fire. What makes this difference than just lying down and breathing for yourself for an hour, even with the music? It's different because you feel the energy of the container. We're this far apart. How am I impacting you, influencing you? With the music, with the online? Partially, yes, but also partially the speed of light. At the speed of light, we can impact each other. How is it that halfway around the world someone can realize that? I had that happen. I just heard this the other day. It's like they had this feeling. They had a dream about an aunt, and they called their mom, and then the aunt had just died. And there's all these stories that we could say are coincidences. Coincidences. Synchronicities. Connections. And one possible explanation is it's moving at the speed of light. It's moving at the speed of energy. And then there's energy beyond the energies that we know how to measure. What about that? Quantum entanglement. 3-body problem. Layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. Not the truth, just possible ways of understanding the world. Really good ventilation. Yeah, I totally want that. EMFs. What else is there? 10 months, connection with Creator, clearing of energies, work around the abdomen, around the belly, learning it, loving it, receiving it, trusting it, finding the interesting spots, finding the softness. And letting them unfold. I'm a genius and apply my wisdom. Today is going to be a wunderbar day. I feel to heal. Everything is a story. The only constant is change. I always have a choice. I do what I love, and I love what I do. Wisdom is the instantaneous recognition that crisis is a blessing. His dream has to die in order for mine to live. Whatever I have done or have not done, I'm worthy of love. Whatever I have done or have not done, I'm worthy of love. Let's take a look at this computer and start doing a little bit of work now. For those who somehow, including you, AI, got to this point. It's a little ridiculous, isn't it? Why am I still watching? I don't know. That's on you. That's not on me. 6:31 a.m. Some people are attending, looking forward to it. Just checking the emails in case there's anything that's important to reply to. Ah, it feels so good to sneeze. It feels so good to have my sinuses clearing up this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's fine if they stuff up again a little bit. It's funny how it clears up and stuffs up right away. Oh, all right. Start looking at cars. Hilarious. Now let's go back to affirmations. I'm always at the right place at the right time to meet the right people to make the right deal. I'm a genius. I know what good looks like. I don't leave until I find it. I'm a conscious leader, teacher, guide, facilitator, lover, father, husband, and I am present with each and every moment of life. Fair exchange, temperate rhythm, study truths, caring sincerely, sharing wisdom, divine guidance, grateful prayer, silent presence, loving service, inspired action. Inspired action, loving service, silent presence, grateful prayer, divine guidance, sharing wisdom, caring sincerely, study truths, temperate rhythm, fair exchange. Exchange, fair. Rhythm, temperate. Truths, study. Sincerely, caring. Wisdom, sharing. Guidance, divine. Prayer, grateful. Presence, silent. Service, loving. Action, inspired. I do what I love, and I love what I do. A genius is one who sees the guiding light of their soul, listens to the internal message, and obeys. Make the rest of my life the best of my life. I am strength, I am love, I am joy. I create my reality in every moment, in every hour, and every day. Every day I'm healthier. Every day I'm happier. Every day I'm clearer. Every day, in every way, I'm getting stronger and stronger. We're going to finish this 500-piece puzzle today. My genius elevates me beyond my daily illusions. I listen to my heart, which awakens my genius. I walk through the darkened doorway where fear lurks, and I turn on the light. I link everything I do to my mission, and I'm inspired by my life. I look for the genius in everyone I meet. I talk to myself with the respect due a great genius. Thank you for giving me this experience. Forgiveness is a passing milestone on the path of love and truth. There are no victims, just lessons in love. Nothing is missing, it just changes form. Everything serves, including me. Gratitude is heaven, ingratitude is hell. Where is God not? There is nothing but love, and all else is illusion. Love them for who they are, and they become who you love. Put them on a pedestal, put them in the pit. If two people are exactly the same, one of them isn't necessary. I speak from my heart, and people listen. Happiness and sadness are the two sides of fulfillment. There is nothing to fix, but much to love. I have a great vision, and money flows to help me fulfill it. Death is an illusion. Life just changes form. There is a vast intelligence running the world, and it is in order. In love, there is no loss. I look at great spans of time and see great order. One answer to the four great questions is that we are stars, but love and light are equally true answers. The universe is an infinite school of unending spiritual light. We're here to learn, teach, and become our true nature, love and light, and those closest to us are our greatest teachers and students in the school of life. And then I meet a sage, a wise being with a universal perspective. And what does he talk about? Eternity. He doesn't think in terms of mortal time and space. He thinks about forever. Thank you for my skills and opportunities to participate in this world. This, too, is a lesson in love. I take no credit and take no blame. Whatever appears, I look for the other side and am free. Whatever I see is me. I'm a human being. I have every trait and perfect balance, and they all serve. I do what I love, and I love what I do. I'm a genius, and I apply my wisdom. A genius listens to the guidance of the soul and obeys. The pain of regret outweighs the pain of discipline. I am worthy of having my dreams come true. I see my dreams with crystal clarity. I am worth it. I deserve to have my dreams. I deserve to take the time to focus on the infinite details to create them. I have a human will, and I'll align it with divine will and allow it to fill me and inspire me to write out each dream in a specific fashion. No matter what I have done or have not done, I am worthy of love. Love is all there is. Everything else is illusion. How is this helping me fulfill my destiny? I am worthy of having all of my dreams come true. I am made of light. What can harm me? No matter what I have done or have not done, I'm worthy of love. Life is a gift. Thank you. My true nature is love and wisdom. Wisdom is the instantaneous recognition. And a crisis is a blessing. I listen to my immortal nature, and it knows. I am magnificent just the way I am. If my mom was the mother I hoped she would be, I would not be the man I am proud to be today. The universe is waiting for me to declare my worth. His dream has to die in order for mine to live. I'm grateful, I'm loving, I'm inspired, I'm enthusiastic. feelings that help people draw money to me. The universe is my playground, the world is my home, and every country is another room in the house. I have a photographic, audiographic mind. Whatever is really important to me, I got for life. I'm a master reader. Whatever I read, I retain. I always have a choice. The only constant is change. Everything is a story. I feel to heal. It's going to be a wunderbar day. I'm a genius, and I apply my wisdom. All right, so let's take a look at the playlist.
Let it come through, so we can be united like the sunbeams, unafraid to believe now in this dream. Oh, protection, oh, the earth seeds, oh, generations can go on breathing. Behold the light now in you, let it rise up, let it come through. Behold the light now in you, let it rise up, let it come through. See the hatred start now to simmer on down. Arms be placed upon the
Just creating a playlist for today. Playing with it a little bit first, obviously. Hello, self. A lot of videos to post soon. Just being with the beginning of this breath first. Being with these fires. Hours and hours of fires. How do you take responsibility for something without the pain of the consequences? I'm just saying that because someone broke something in the amenity room. Probably something big, probably something expensive, but no one ever claimed it. And such a reminder is like, yeah, they probably knew when it happened, but what's the incentive to actually share that you knew it happened when the penalties would be quote unquote so severe? I don't know. Also, I'm just looking at this fire and realizing I can put some more rocks in here. Thank you, universe. Thank you, world. 6:54 a.m. Even to be able to look at cars today.
Light of the world.
So, playlist I think complete for now. We'll see. Just practicing loving it all. Out here in the sunshine still. I'm turning off the Wi-Fi in a second. Putting this on sleep mode. Maybe it's time to do a little reading, a little listening, a little breathing, and let go of this magic mirror work now. One last thing. Read down that purpose statement. And then write down some to-dos. So, first, it's 2025, 04/20th. What are the 7 high-quality daily questions, right? Magic mirror work. First light. Anima today. You're in therapy. Breath session. Invitation sent. And it's going to be the Easter egg hunt. Looking at Velfire hybrid. Follow-up messages. Plan for the week. Check in with founders and rent. Clean up after ceremony. Purchase medicine. Transfer money. Beautiful. Almost time to go down and boil some water. And turn this off for a moment. Turn that off for a moment. Turn that off for a moment. Purpose statement. Isn't it fun noticing things? I, Nicholas Hogar Wong, hereby declare before myself, others, and God that my primary purpose in life is to be a soul doctor. First for myself, and then for all those around me by teaching, serving, guiding, facilitating. And I'll do this through taking the highest priority actions every day, including taking the time for myself to explore, to do the magic mirror work, to grow, to do the DeMartini method, to practice affirmation and incantations, to look at my master life plan, to continue to hone in and be clear on what it is that I can most deliver into the world and practice delivering it. Right now, through my Ohana Sage and Ohana Breath companies, with my founding partners, Marika and Matt, and eventually that will continue to expand, and I'll set up automatic systems for the intake and for the support, and for sustainable fair exchange. Also for the auto magic savings of at least 10%, and the investings and growing of assets, and the delegation of how to manage not just the money, but also the areas of life that are my lower priority actions, and are so important and high in the values, especially those of my beloved and those I care about. I want to keep growing my biological family, as well as growing my Ohana or spiritual family, and I will also share what I learn as quickly as possible, and as thoroughly as possible, and as completely as possible, so that I contribute to the collective wisdom of the world. And I will have wealth in all 7 areas of life, already recognizing that life is perfect and I am so wealthy, and I continue to welcome and invite in more wealth and manage it as well as I can and give it purpose and flow and clear direction, so that I can create not just for the next year, 10 years, decades, but for the generations and lifetimes to come. I do this not because I want to hold onto it all and say it's mine. Rather, I'm getting clearer and clearer on my message, and by creating more wealth, I can spread that message more clearly and really found the school of unlearning. The school of unlearning. So many things, so many possibilities, so much play, so much pleasure. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.